A British writer uproots his life for love, only to find his girlfriend just became his boss, on the night he meets her parents. Let's break down this chaotic, relatable mess that hits way too close to home for anyone navigating love and work. Rob Walker wasn't looking to shake up his life. He had a solid gig writing for a London magazine, great friends, and a life that felt comfortable. Until Jenny Zielinski walked into his world during her work trip to the UK, they clicked instantly, like two puzzle pieces that didn't know they belonged together. So when a one-month assignment at New York 24/7 landed in his lap, Rob didn't hesitate. This was his shot to turn a casual connection into something real. Even if it meant leaving everything familiar behind, New York hit him like a ton of bricks, busy, loud, and nothing like London. But Jenny made it feel like home. She helped him hunt for an apartment, showed him the best coffee spots, and slowly, their friendship bloomed into something deeper. Rob was smitten, Jenny was over the moon, and for a minute, everything felt perfect. But life has a funny way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. First, the magazine got a new boss, Don Taylor, someone no one quite knew how to read. Then, Jenny dropped hints that tonight was a big deal. Rob was finally meeting her parents, Harry and Sally. Cue the panic. Rob spent hours stressing over the right outfit, rehearsing small talk, and even picked up a fancy box of chocolates to make a good impression. This wasn't just a dinner. It was his chance to prove he was good enough for Jenny, the woman who'd turned his world upside down. But as luck would have it, chaos struck at the worst possible time. Don Taylor dumped a last-minute article edit on Rob, and in the rush to finish, he left those carefully chosen chocolates sitting on his desk. Jenny was not thrilled when she found out. "Are you kidding me?" she exclaimed, checking her watch for the 10th time. They were already running late, and now Rob had forgotten the one thing he'd promised to bring. It was the kind of mistake that makes you want to facepalm. We've all been there, right? Forgetting a gift for the in-laws, showing up late to a big family dinner, that sinking feeling when you realize you've messed up before you even walk in the door. Rob begged to swing back to the office, but Jenny shut it down. They had to go, chocolates or no chocolates, so they rolled up to Jenny's parents' house, hearts racing, Rob mentally preparing to apologize 100 times. Harry and Sally greeted them at the door with warm smiles, but Rob could feel the pressure mounting. Jenny wasted no time explaining the chocolate fiasco, and to Rob's relief, Sally waved it off. "Never mind, dear. We've got more than enough food to make up for it," she said, pulling them inside. For a minute, Rob thought he might actually survive the night. Then Jenny dropped the bomb that changed everything. "I have good news," she said, grinning like she had a secret. "Don made me managing editor of the magazine." Cue the silence. Harry's eyes widened. Sally clapped her hands, and Rob froze, because if Jenny was the new managing editor, that meant she was his boss. The guy who'd moved across the ocean for love was now working for the woman he was dating. Let that sink in. Imagine leaving your hometown, your friends, your entire support system, all for someone you care about, only to find out you're now answerable to them at work. It's the stuff of nightmares and rom-coms rolled into one. Rob's brain short-circuited. He stumbled through a congratulations, but inside, he was panicking. Would their relationship survive this? Could they keep work and love separate? Would Jenny treat him differently in the office? All the questions we've all asked ourselves when work and personal life collide. Jenny could see the worry on his face, but she squeezed his hand under the table. A silent promise that they'd figure it out. Over dinner, the conversation shifted to work, and Harry couldn't resist teasing Rob. "So, does that mean Jenny's gonna be calling the shots for you now?" He joked, winking. Rob laughed it off, but inside, he was still reeling. He'd come to New York for love, not to navigate the awkwardness of